Let's Dine Out California is made possible in part by Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands, specializing in cosmetic, holistic, and family dentistry. Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands. PearlyWhitesDDS.com. California Premier Builders LLC, serving Southern California with large and small home and commercial construction services such as remodels, roofing, windows, and solar. California Premier Builders proudly supports Empire PBS and the Let's Dine Out California show.
Welcome to another delicious edition of the Let's Dine Out Show, California. I'm food critic Allan Borgen, the Food Whisperer.
And I'm Isabel Bussey, and I love to eat.
Now today we're in Fontana, and Fontana has a lot of restaurants, but we're at two restaurants that are somewhat historical and iconic restaurants here to the residents of Fontana and also Southern California. The first restaurant is Las Playas Family Restaurant on Valley Boulevard.
Then we're off to the Old Bono restaurant site, currently the Bella Italian Family Restaurant.
So get your favorite drink, loosen your belt, and join us as we Let's Dine Out in California. Okay, this is a restaurant I'm very familiar with. I've known George and his father, Steve, for many years, 15, 16 years. At one time, they owned 14 restaurants. I think they had like 4 or 5 here in Fontana, I think at Colton. And one thing about this restaurant, everything is extravagant. But it's not just big portions, but good quality food. Everything's done from scratch. They don't kid around. They get the best of everything. The prices are fantastic. And I just love the passion that both the father and the son have. And this is just a restaurant that's just really thrills me. And that's why we're featuring it in today's show.
Yeah, look at the food. You can see it for yourself. It's so beautiful and it's huge.
And the decor too is really nice. It's downscaled. Before it was a little gaudy, the fish tanks and everything. Now it's more subtle but relaxing. And big marlin, I believe it is. Yeah, marlin on the wall. Big thing with it. What is it, swordfish or marlin? Anyway, it's a big fishy on the wall there. But let's get into the food. I'm not an interior decorator. What is it, a marlin or a swordfish? Marlin, I think, marlin, whatever. So let's start with some of the dishes. First one we had was the empanadas, $12.99. Now they come in different proportions. We have one with 6 of them. This consisted of 6 masa-filled, crescent-shaped empanadas filled with a mixture of tomatoes, shrimp, onions, spices, and then it's deep fried. They are then served with the agua chili sauce made with cucumber, cilantro, lime juice, red onions, and jalapenos. I really like this. Most empanadas use a puff pastry. This didn't. This had the masa texture and flavor to it. The ingredients was just perfect. Everything came together. The salsa, the owner didn't tell me that it's a little spicy. It blew my head off. It was very spicy sauce. So if you're not really into spice, you may want to tone it down a little bit, but it's very good. It really goes together.
Yeah, I think it's light, it's crispy, you really can taste the fillings, not all the dough, so I really highly recommend this dish.
But your hair didn't curl up from the hotness of the aqua chili sauce.
Yes, it was a little spicy for me. I thought you would take it, but when you said it was spicy, that's a lot more spicy than I am used to.
I know, it was pretty hot, so. Next came the hot chili bomb. This is $5. Now, they're starting to do a little sushi. It's on weekends, but they're going to do it now during the weekdays. It's not a big, extensive menu, but what they do is very good. The first one was called, again, Hot Chili Bomb, $5. This is kind of like a chili relleno gone wild. This is the Anaheim chili that is first seeded, it's pan-fried, and then stuffed with Monterey Jack cheese, imitation crab, and a cream cheese mixture. Then it's dipped in a tempura batter with panko crumbs, and then deep-fried. It's served on a bed of sushi rice and topped with eel sauce. I really like this. I love the crispiness of it. The inside was just nice and mellow. It wasn't spicy, but had a lot of flavor. Although the Anaheim chili, like the piece that you had, it had a little heat to it. But I thought it was just a perfect little sushi, and for $5, well worth it.
Yeah, and it's a lot of food, really. I mean, you start eating it, I got full off one. So, you know, I think that to me it would be a meal. But with the chili on the outside, it kind of gives you a kick. So it's really nice.
Very nice, really good stuff. So next came another sushi creation. This is a Cielo Mar Evi Tiara, $12. This starts out with nori, which is seaweed, rice, marinated carne asada, chicken breast, shrimp, avocado, cream cheese. It's tempura battered and panko coated and then deep fried. And it's served with a citrus lime soy sauce. I thought this was incredible. This looked like a regular sushi. You go to a Japanese restaurant, had a lot of flavor, texture. I've never seen it with the carne asada and the chicken. And I love the sauce, a real citrusy sauce, kind of like a ponzu, but a little bit more, a little higher level of citrus flavor. Really, really good.
I highly recommend anybody that usually go, I don't like sushi, to try this one, because everything inside the ingredients are all cooked, and you really can taste the meat and the chicken. I mean, it's a really good blend. So
very, very creative. So next came the molcajete. This is $27.99. Now this consisted of a really heavy granite bowl. It's filled with shrimp, abalone, octopus, and a tomato onion salsa sauce. Then grass-fed carne asada, free-range chicken breasts, bassa fish fillet, bacon-wrapped shrimp with crab and jack cheese, fried panko shrimp, topped with potatoes, and served with Peruvian beans and rice, and cactus leaves, and fried zucchini with a chipotle mayo. Whew. What a dish. I mean, this is perfect for two people. This is an amazing combination of food. It's a little hard to eat. I would definitely ask for a plate next to it and take it, deconstruct it that way. But lots of flavors, lots of textures, and really, really delicious.
Yeah, for me, I love nopales. So for me, that's a highlight. Anything with that in it, I'm going for it. But everything else in it, there's so many meats, really anybody that likes to have seafood and meat surf and turf, that's a good dish to go for.
Especially the bacon wrapped shrimp. That's my all-time favorite here, so yum yum. And lastly, this is a platter. There's quite a few family platters. This is one. It's called the Botana del Jefe, $69.99. All I can say is, wow, this is enough for 3-4 people, if not more. Now this consists of, again, a huge platter of diced carne asada, chicken breast, pork chops, bacon wrapped shrimp, panko fried shrimp, and then fried fish with chilies, green onions. Then they serve it with, the last thing, a shrimp Diablo sauce, a little spicy shrimp in it, really good mixture, and again, rice and beans. This is a giant platter. Again, in the middle is a deathly hot, I think, agua chili sauce, but what a great combination. Fresh avocado, it's lively looking, just a lot of food to kind of pick, and that's what you want. You want to pick and eat and just talk and everything. This is a very impressive platter.
Yeah, it's a great party platter, I think. I mean, if you have a good 4 or 5 people, can easily eat that, and then have some salsa and chips and some drinks. It's perfect.
And again, everything's done perfect. It's not overly cooked, a lot of flavor to it. He uses the best of the best ingredients, and where do you find the Mexican restaurant grass-fed chicken and the best plank steak they use on just an incredible combination of stuff. So I get excited. I know I'm talking fast. I know it's a lot of food in front of us. So, but let's join George in the kitchen, and he's going to make an incredible dish for us. That's one of the most popular dishes here at the restaurant. So. Okay, George, we're in your kitchen. Thanks for allowing me in it. I know I'm dangerous in the kitchen. So now you're making a dish that you usually don't find in a Mexican restaurant. Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Right, so this is our roasted garlic basil cream pasta. We have 2 renditions of it. One is with a 16-20 count prawn, which is what we will be making today. We also offer it with a piece of chicken breast. We start this dish by adding just a little bit of minced garlic. The next ingredient is an extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to allow that to simmer for about a minute to about a minute and a half. Now this is an easy dish that anybody can prepare at home. These are all ingredients that you can find at your local supermarket. So you're going to let that cook off for about 30 seconds.
Okay, you got sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms.
Right. So some of the other ingredients that we have here are just a regular butter. We have diced basil, a little bit of chicken stock, fresh grated Parmesan cheese. We have sun-dried tomato, and just a regular button mushroom. We also incorporate a heavy cream or a manufacturing cream. We have a penne pasta. So we're gonna add the chicken stock, and then slowly add the mushroom. And we're gonna allow that to simmer off for a little bit, just kind of browning all the ingredients and letting that chicken stock incorporate. Now shortly after, we're gonna add our cream. So we're gonna drop the heat to about a medium heat, and we're gonna allow that to simmer just a little bit more. Next we're gonna come in, we're gonna add a little bit of butter.
I got fresh basil.
Fresh basil, and then our sun-dried tomato. So we're gonna let that cook off for about 2.5 to 3 minutes so it reduces just a little bit. You wanna be careful not to have too high of a temperature because the sauce will break.
Right.
Now we're gonna add just a little bit of that Parmesan. What that's gonna do is it's gonna thicken up our sauce just a little bit. This is our point where we see our sauce thickening up.
Look at that, beautiful.
And we're gonna go ahead and add our penne rigata here. Give it a couple tosses. You're gonna wanna incorporate that sauce all over those noodles. Excellent, I think we're just about done here.
Those shrimp look so beautiful.
And there we go,
it.
there you have it.
Now, this is on your menu at all times, and this is one of your most popular dishes. I know when you first started.
Right, we incorporated this dish about 15 years ago, and it instantly became a fan favorite. Actually, this dish outsells most of our other dishes 3 to 1.
Really?
Yeah.
So, well, I got my magic fork.
Enjoy.
So let's try this and mushroom. The first thing that hits me is the garlic and the basil.
Right, right.
And it's got a little salt to it, but not overpowering.
Not overbearing, yeah. A lot of flavor.
Come to Papa. Let's try one of your shrimp now. Look how beautiful and succulent this shrimp is. Sweet, juicy, just done perfect.
Excellent.
You should open up a restaurant. George, thank you so much for joining us, and or allowing me in the kitchen, I should say. And I appreciate your efforts. One thing you have is passion. You don't see everyone have passion like you do. Your whole family really care about the food, care about your clients, you care about quality. That's what it's about.
Yeah, you gotta love what you do, and I love the kitchen, I love cooking, and it was a pleasure having you here in our kitchen today, Allan. Thank you so much.
What are you laughing at? It was a great. Okay, I made a mistake. I said grass-fed chicken. I meant, that's all.
I'm seeing chicken clicking around eating
grass. Okay, grass-fed beef. It's hard being a professional. But overall, this is a great restaurant. Just a lot of fun things. They remodeled the inside like we talked about. A beautiful bar in back here.
Yeah, and there's lots of drinks here, the specialty drinks, and also drink specials.
And again, there's 3 or 4 different ones. This one is on Valley Boulevard. That's the important thing to know. So next, we're off to an old iconic site of a Bono restaurant, it's called. But now it's called Bella Italian Family Restaurant. New owners, but the same great building, and I can't wait to show it to you. It's very impressive. You know, this restaurant's really incredible. I mean, the whole family is amazing, and they're friendly, and they actually make you feel like you're Italian. It's your family. This isn't just a restaurant. This is a very special place.
I totally feel like part of the family. They were like, did you get enough to eat? Have more food.
Here,
have more food. Eat.
Yeah.
And
we ate, but it's so neat. You expect to see the rat pack here. I mean, that's what it feels like, you know, with the stuff hanging down, the grapes, and this is like an old style Italian, eatery. And the rooms, like you said, there's like 4 different rooms here, and as soon as you walk in, that's it. The beautiful counter there of incredible cookies and pastries, Italian pastries and cookies. It's just an amazing adventure, and if you just come just for the historical part of it, that alone is great, but then there's the food.
The food's amazing. I mean, I haven't yet tasted a thing that I didn't like. So delicious.
It's very good. So let's get right into it. How's that sound?
Great.
Sounds good. First came the mini deep fried calzone. This is $9.99. This is an appetizer. This consisted of, it's freshly made dough. They make their dough fresh every day. And what they do, they stretch it out. Then they add three mounds of mozzarella cheese, some black pepper, marinara sauce, and some Parmesan cheese. Then they fold it over, press it down, and they have like a little crescent cutter. They cut it out, kind of a crescent shape. Then they deep fry it. And oh my goodness, I thought this was great. It puffs up, the dough puffs up. It's crispy, delicious. It's just cheese in it, but it's so good. And the sauce is amazing.
Yeah, it's something I've never had before, and it's crispy with the skin and then oozing out was the cheese, and it's just, you can taste the sauce with all herbs and all the time that's been put in to cook that, you know.
And that was the first thing, the sauce, you really jumped at that. You love that sauce.
Yeah, you really can tell that the time was put in to make that sauce taste so good.
It was really wonderful. So now they also make a giant version. It's called the gondola calzone. This thing's huge. It could feed 4 or 5 people. And again, instead of deep fried, it's basically put in the oven. But you can have meats in it or whatever you want. But this is just cheese and the sauce and everything. But oh my goodness, it's delicious. And again, to start a meal off, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, definitely.
Really good stuff. So next came the combination plate. This is number 44, $16.99. This is a real popular dish here. They don't make their own pastas here, but everything else is freshly made here. This consisted of lasagna. Now this is a little different. It consisted of a lasagna with bechamel, cream bechamel sauce, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese. It's baked in the oven. Then they have 3 large cheese raviolis. That's incredible. Then they serve a big portion of penne pasta. So you get the penne pasta, the lasagna, more sauce, and then you get the raviolis. But then you can also get a meatball or the sausage. I would definitely go for the sausage. It's got fennel in it. What a great plate for someone who likes pasta, who wants just good Italian. This is all family style Italian food for $17. It's a great deal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will go home hungry with this plate at all.
And again, they were born in Italy, and I mean, it's all Italian here. It's real. It's not phony Italian, that's for sure. So it's really authentic. So next is the Osso Buco. Oh, my favorite, $25.99. Now this wonderful masterpiece consists of a 1-pound pork shank that's slowly roasted, seasoned and roasted in the oven. And then it's topped with a tomato sauce, or tomato beef sauce. Oh my goodness, it's tender, it's huge. I mean, this is like Flintstone pork. I mean, this is a big piece of pork. And it comes with pasta, penne pasta with lots of meat sauce on there. Now again, all the meals, the main entree dinners, come with either a choice of soup or salad, and you get garlic bread. So I thought this is tremendous, and for 25 bucks, 26 bucks, whatever it was a deal of deals.
Yeah, it's really tender, it falls off the bone, and I think anybody, that like Osso Buco, definitely come and try this.
Now you were tempted to pick it up and go, but being a lady, you didn't. But
No.
I saw that you were thinking about Next came chicken pesto fettuccine, $15.99. First they start with oil. Then they add the chicken, saute it, a little salt and pepper. Then they add sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, some white wine. Then a ton of pesto sauce. I mean a ton. And it's served over fettuccine. They use heavy cream with it too. I forgot to mention that. Unbelievable. I love basil and Parmesan. They have all kinds of cheeses in there. It's fantastic. This is probably the best pesto I've ever had. Lots of chicken, and it's a filling dish. Unbelievable.
Every bite is like a flavor burst. It's just so many different flavors in the sun-dried tomatoes and just the basil. And I really didn't taste the cream, so I was really surprised to say there's cream in it.
All flavor, really, really good. Now, like most Italian restaurants, pizza is a mainstay, and here too, they make their own dough fresh. I mentioned it earlier. We had to have the Franco Special. This is a Papa Franco Special. This was $16.50. It's a 12-inch pizza, so it's not for 2 people, easy. First, they start off with the dough first, and they stretch it out. They have a machine that does it. Then they have sauce, lots of mozzarella cheese, a ton of it. Then they have lots of pepperoni, again, a ton of pepperoni, mushrooms, black olives, some onion. If you want garlic, I would ask for garlic. They didn't have this one, but I would add garlic. And then it's homemade sausage. It's bulk sausage. You make your own sausage, and more cheese. Wow, it's baked, it's perfectly baked. This was a delicious pizza. It was light, but the ingredients was tremendous, and I love the little kick to it from the pepperoni.
Yeah, I like all the meats here. The dough is phenomenal, like, you know, from the calzone to the pizza.
Yeah, no, it was really good. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna go in the kitchen and watch Mama Rena, and she's gonna make one of her specials. She loves making this, chicken parmesan.
Yum,
yum.
I can't wait.
Okay, we're in the kitchen here with Mama Rena, and now these recipes are all your family recipes. You've been doing this for what, over 40 years in the restaurant business?
I have 40 years business and exactly the same thing every single day. I want to show the way we made the chicken parmesan.
Chicken parmesan, this is authentic
Okay,
too.
this is the chicken.
Okay.
First we put in the flour.
Okay, you pound it first, make it
Yes,
thin.
I put in the flour.
The flour first.
Then in the eggs.
So an egg wash, okay. Okay.
Eggs. And then in the breadcrumb.
Breadcrumbs.
Okay?
Now is this panko or is this Italian breadcrumbs?
Well, tell you the truth, this is a Chinese
Panko.
yes.
Yeah, panko.
Because it comes very crispy.
Panko, yeah.
It comes very crispy.
Right.
Okay. After that, I have to fry it.
And about how long does it take?
Oh, about like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
Because they're going to cook the rest inside the oven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now this is a regular portion, so when people come here
Yes.
at your restaurant, this is it.
Yes, that's what we give to the customer. A plus with a pasta.
Now we've got your husband here. He's watching to make sure you do it right.
Oh,
Right? What part of Italy are you from?
I'm from Bari. It's the south.
South? Okay.
South Italy. I put inside here, let it cool all the oil, the sauce.
Okay.
I put in the pan.
So you got pan and sauce.
pan. Okay, the sauce
That's a
first.
meat sauce?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
meat
okay.
sauce. Put the chicken inside.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah. I go back on the sauce.
More sauce, okay.
Yes,
You never
more
get enough sauce. How many hours do you simmer your sauce? I mean, everything's homemade here.
Yes.
About how many hours do you use
Well,
your
the
sauce?
sauce I cook, I let it stay maybe like 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah. And I put inside the oven. I let it cook.
And about how long does it cook now?
Okay, they're gonna stay at least over 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the chicken's ready.
Chicken's ready, so let's go
yes,
get it.
Now I'm gonna put the cheese on top.
Cheese,
And they're gonna
what kind of
melt it.
cheese?
Mozzarella cheese.
Oh, look at that. Oh. My goodness, okay. Yum, yum.
Okay, melt a few seconds.
Okay.
At the same time, I prepare the pasta.
So, do you use penne?
Yes.
Penne mozza, okay. Penne pasta. Okay, so boiling water. So, you're just warming it up a little bit, that's all.
It's already salt inside.
Okay.
It's already al dente.
Al dente,
All the pasta
yeah.
is al dente.
I like the way you talk. Al dente.
But that's Italian.
I know, that's great. Okay, we have
Okay.
pasta.
Then I put the sauce. on
More
top.
sauce, okay. Look at that, so much meat. Okay. Okay, now you're taking the chicken out of the oven. Bring it over here. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. A little parsley?
Yes, parsley, a little bit
So when
parsley.
people come here,
yeah.
this is what they're gonna get,
This is
exactly the
great.
same portion?
Exactly the same.
Okay, can I taste it?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yum yum.
Very sweet.
Sweet and rich, a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do right here. Twirl it around. Tender
And tasty.
crunch. That's what makes it so well. So,
Yes.
will you adopt me? Please adopt me.
Go ahead.
Okay, Mom. Thank you. Very, very good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very good.
I really
Wow.
appreciate it.
Folks, you gotta look at this. Well, there you have it. Some great food here at, again, it's Bono's Italian restaurant, but it's also Bella's family Italian restaurant. It's on Foothill, Route 66. A lot of memorabilia here. This is part of history. I highly recommend coming here, and just a lot of good food and good people, and this is the kind of place you just want to savor because there's not too many restaurants like this around.
No, there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of like original photos from the family, also from this piece of property.
Yeah.
So it's just really neat to see everything.
And to think, this used to be orange groves all around here, so that's how they got started. So I love this place, and I definitely want to come back and eat my way through the menu. So
Yeah, I definitely want to try one of everything.
and we will. So until next time, food critic Allan Borgen.
And Isabel Bussey. Happy eating, everybody.
Let's Dine Out California is made possible in part by Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands, specializing in cosmetic, holistic, and family dentistry. Tobias Maynard DDS in Redlands. PearlyWhitesDDS.com. California Premier Builders LLC, serving Southern California with large and small home and commercial construction services such as remodels, roofing, windows, and solar. California Premier Builders proudly supports Empire PBS and the Let's Dine Out California show.